Greetings, guys, and welcome to another segment of Logitech Gaming. I'm your host, Logitech. Well, guys, I want to first say, pardon my absence for the last week, a week and a half or so. I've had some issues going on with some family. We had a death in the family. My aunt passed, and I've been trying to help family with that and everything. And I have been quite busy myself. Just to give you guys a little closure, like I said, I think I did this in some other videos before, but I do, I'm an artist. I do storyboards, illustrations, comics, and stuff like that. So I'm a little busy doing some work and trying to catch up on some things. I also do, also I'm an inventor. I do inventions and stuff like that. So yeah, man. So I've been pretty busy. Also helping my mother because she's going through some things and everything like that. So yeah, guys, just want to give you guys some closure of what's happening. But yes, we had a death in the family, and I just want to let you know, guys, why I had been so behind of not being able to get the videos out and get everything situated by doing the editing and everything like that. So thank you guys for your patience and being here today. So, and what we're going to do is to show that I respect you guys' time, and I appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to be releasing 2 videos this day to make up for that. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today first in this video is finishing off the farming segment. So to give you guys some closure on your farming, and which I, in my view, as I've stated this before, is the most crucial part of the game, because you have to survive, otherwise you're going to go down. And I think having a cool automated system, something that you can hit the button and not have to really worry about, you know what I'm saying, and just have to manage very little. It could be a very it can ease some pain for you in the game. Honestly, it will. So this is my goal right here for you guys. To give y'all guys a little, just pretty much my goal is to give you a guide for scrap mechanic survival in general. Okay, so you guys can have something to go by, and I'll show you guys some cool stuff that I like to build, man. So I really enjoy the game. Like I said, I talk a lot of crap about the game, man. Y'all see me in the Twitter feeds and stuff like that. And but that's what you're supposed to do. Okay, as a consumer, when you pay money, the company's supposed to respect your time, and that's what it is. Okay, at the same time, you can give props where props is due, and so yes, I've had incredible enjoyment out of the game. Okay, I've gotten a lot out of it, learned a lot, and it's been a great ride. Okay, so I just wanted to make those closures. Okay, so what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna go finish up here, and I got a little treat for you guys today, and which we're going to go down here in a minute and check out, and it's going to be pretty much a rundown on all the farms that we already covered in the last videos. Okay. So what are we going to do first, though? We're going to take a look at this farm one more time to let you guys see what I had going on in the other video, so you can see exactly what's going on for those guys maybe that might not checked that and maybe seeing this the first time. So this one was a defense farm where I did a raid. I had a bunch of these guys come out here and showed you guys how this farm actually defends itself. This farm can actually defend itself. I can actually stand over here and watch these guys attack it and watch the farm almost defend itself. Now, these guys do have some pretty decent AI at times, and I'm gonna let you guys know this before we go down to the other farm. So when you're building your farms and you decide you want to use drills, okay, I'm gonna warn y'all guys about this now, okay, because this happened to me on a couple of occasions, and this is one of the reasons why I build some of the stuff the way I do. I've seen tote bots and hay bots run right across these drills, particularly if they're really low to the ground. Okay, any lower than this, they can come right across it. I done seen it. It's happened to me on many occasions, and they don't even get damaged when they do this. I've seen tote bots run up on drills like this and start headbutting them. They don't get damaged. Okay, I'm not sure what's up with that or what's going on. So if you're gonna use drills, you want to make sure that your drills on your farm or defense base like this is up real high. Okay, or high like this, so these guys can't just try to walk over them. They won't do that with the saw. Okay, they won't even try it. Now, what they will do is they'll try to search for areas like this right here is a weak area. Okay, if a tote bot got around here, he'll get annoyed by this, but if he gets right here, he'll start banging on this. I've seen him do it. Matter of fact, I had to even clip this back because it was sticking out, and I had tote bots and those guys beating up on it. So you got when you build your farms and your defense farms like this, you need to test run them it's going to take some time, particularly if you're building this. You start building, the bigger your farm, the more stuff you're going to have on it, the more you got to manage it. So each time you add to your farm and you add more stuff, you got to test run it, because if you don't, and you think and you go out there and you get something destroyed, and you haven't properly prepared yourself to get that fixed, you gonna have a serious problem. Okay, so I'm just saying, so y'all guys just understand that. I also found that the drills in this particular orientation also are very effective against these guys. Okay, and that system right there. So and like I said, you see all these drills are very, very high up off the ground. I don't have to really worry about these guys running across it at all. They'll run right into it and get chopped up. Okay, now it's not to say they can't stand back and hit the drill like that. I've seen them do that as well. They'll do that. So y'all got to be careful, man. Just playing your base carefully. Now, if you're going to use spuds, then what you want to do with spuds, that can get expensive. Okay, because that requires and you need a truck for that. You need a vehicle to get the fruit crates back and forth. If you're going to use spuds, you need to make sure that your spuds are out from your wall edge of your facility that you're trying to defend. You want to make sure that it's out a significant amount so these guys can run past the sensor so they can get shot. If you got it right up on the wall, it's not going to touch them at all. And particularly if you got a sensor, and you got a sensor, if the cannon's up against the wall, it's not going to hurt them. So you need to outset them like here, and like I got down on the other ones down the way here by the mechanic shop. So what we're going to do, guys, now is we're going to run down to the other farm for you guys. Like I said, I got a special treat for you guys that I set up for you. And like I said, I build a lot, man, and I build pretty quickly. Okay, and I spend hours on this game because I usually work from home. So that's what I do with the stuff that I do. So I got a lot of time I can spend and get the stuff done. And I got a very, very special treat for you guys that's going to pretty much put into clarity all the stuff that we just covered in this particular farm series. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to head on down there, and I'll meet you guys there and talk to you shortly. All right, guys, we're back, and we're here. And like I said, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to head on in here and let you guys see what I got specially planned for you. Now, what I'm about to show you guys, it took me a while to build it. Okay, but I was going to build it anyway, and I decided to go ahead and get it done and get it finished out. So I just had time to actually get these videos edited out enough before things kind of went downhill for a temporary moment. So, but I got everything nice and pretty for you guys so you can check it out. Okay, so we're going to head on in and check it out. Now, before we go in, when y'all see this is going to be, I put it this way: if you're going to try to build what I've done here, you're going to need to have a ton of resources, okay, and an extreme amount of patience. All right, that's just what it is. This is what this game entails. All right, so what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna head on in here and let's check it out. All right. All right, guys, this is the farm park that I built for you guys. And what we'll do is we'll do a quick, just a real quick tour of the farm park. Let you see what guys I got going on. So over here, what I got going on is known as a water car. Okay. Basically, what I do is I got the farms are pretty much up there. Where I got all the farms at. All right. And basically, what I do is I don't have any kind of water source. I do got a water source, but didn't want to run a water line that far from that height all the way over. So what I did was I built a little truck here that I can take all the way down, get the water, come back up, and go up here. So all these farms up here have integrated water systems. All right. Unlike the other farms I showed you guys, these ones are going to be a little different. So that's the water. That's the water call, y'all. If y'all want to call it the water ramp, let's actually go down here and check it out. Do a ride on down. And you come on down here, and I got like a little elevator here. And this is where I drop the chest in and get the water. Okay. Then I bring the chest back up here, run on back up. Drop the chest right on the back here. Get back in the car, back up. Grab the chest and go on up top. So let's head on inside, guys. Okay, well actually let's show you the other section I built. Now I just built this area recently when I had time to add it, and this is a little elevator over here. Now, like I said, I've already done some running of some farm raids over here, and it's gone pretty well. So show y'all the elevator. This area over here, just like a little elevator here that I got to get down and up on this side as well. Okay. All right, let's run on up. Let's run on upstairs here. All right, so the way this particular farm is designed is that the entryway has two pathways. I have this way, and I got this direction. Okay, that direction, as you can see, is a little dangerous. Okay, so that's why I got the markers over there. You got to be very, very careful going over that area. All right. So what we're gonna do? Let's go get the car. I can bring it up here. That way I ain't gotta leave it down here. Grab the seat and grab the car. So the reason why that other area is up there is so when I grab my vehicle, I don't have to go up the elevator area. So I'll come back and show you all the elevator system overall. Right here, we go up here and get this up here first. We'll set her right here. Then we'll run back down this way, and I'll show you all the rest of the elevator system. So that's the first one. You come up this way. You go up here. Go up here. Here's the other elevator. And that's the last one. So it's only two. Then it takes you right on into the farm. And here is the farm part, guys. So what this place is going to show you guys is going to give you an overview of pretty much all of the farms that we've covered here. Okay, each and every farm that we've done that I showed you guys here, and which I will probably do some videos and show you guys how to build step by step. They will be pretty lengthy videos, but I'll show you how to build them step by step when I get a chance to do those with the logic and everything, so you can understand how the system goes. You guys can try to build these on your own if you can figure out what I've done until I get those videos done. But there's going to take some time to get done. So right now we're going to go through each and every farm that we went through. So the first farm I showed you guys was the basic farm where you just throw some dirt down. You put the soil around and everything. And so we're going to go over that and go through that now. So let's go on over here. Let's go check that out. So right here, right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some things clear about my different tiers, okay? Because I said I was going to do that, and I need to get that clear. So this one right here, we're going to call this one, which is a base. I'll call it a base 1 for now, and I might change this again, guys. So right now I'm trying to come off the top of my head with some stuff. So we'll call this a base 1 farm. So the base 1 farm pretty much is a simple, generic farm like this, where you lay down some dirt, you put some slight protection around it, and you got to feed your farm with water like this after you put your crops down. Okay, that's the first start. When you first start off, you can build something like this to get going, and I suggest you build it like this, or maybe even a little higher, to keep those guys out of there, just in case they want to attack it. Now, remember the rule I told you guys about how the farming goes. 8 plots now. 3 tiers of foods. You got 1, 2, and 3. Your first tier of foods, 8 plots or less, won't get you a raid. Tier 2, it could be 4 plots or less. I think even 3 or less won't get you the raid. Anything after that, man, you on your own. So they're going to attack because of how you go. The more alert it gives. So this is base 1. This is the one I showed y'all in my second video. Okay, this one is a little bit more advanced, but is known as a semi-automated rotary system. Okay, now this is tier 1 of this system. All right, so this is a tier 1 rotary system. Okay, and what this one does, it has an integrated water system, as you can see. You can build them with integrated water systems, or you can build it where you have a connection to a water source. Okay, like the ones I showed y'all in the earlier videos, with the ones down by the mechanic shop. Or you can build them integrated like I got it right here. Okay, which means that the all you have is just a water cannon like that, and no other sources connected to it at all. Okay, these right here are semi-automatic, where you actually have to plant your seeds. Okay, and then hit the button for watering. So we'll go ahead and actually, since I don't have anything planted, we'll go ahead and hit this and show y'all what it does. And that's just the basic one. Semi-automatic. Requires some logic, some little know-how, some building materials, and a little bit of patience. Okay? Semi-auto. You can also protect this one as well. I would advise it. Okay, it's going to cost a little bit more materials. I didn't build any kind of security fence around here because I wanted to be open from the last ones that I showed you guys, which were actually more closed in for protection because of where I was. But up here, I'm up on a hill. They can't get up here at all. Okay, this is a huge area, a massive area. They build a lot of farms, and they can't even get up here even if they tried. Okay, even tape bots. All right. So that's a semi-automated system. Very simple to build, pretty simple logic, and pretty moderate cost. All right. That's tier 1 of the rotary system. Tier 2. Now, let's go back a little bit. So I don't actually have a tier 2 system here. A tier 2 system, what you're seeing right now, is actually a tier 3. A tier 2 system is a tier 3 system without the fertilizer. So basically a tier 3 system is what I'm going to show y'all guys now, has the actual fertilizer built into it. A tier 2 system would be the same one y'all looking at right now that doesn't have any fertilizer built into it. So this right here is what is known as a tier 2/tier 3 system, where you actually have now a fully automatic system in which you can run it all day long and don't have to worry about anybody attacking it. Now, this is, for anybody watching this video that haven't watched my earlier videos, this is conducive on the fact that you have these things spread out in a wide area, particularly on a flat surface, not up on a heightened platform like I am right now, or like this little grassy mesa that I'm on. If you're on a flat surface and you build these farms and they are too close, you're going to get a raid because the game's going to count it as one big farm. Okay, you parse out your farms and you'll be able to avoid that. I showed this in my early videos. You guys want to go check those out. Okay, so this right here is what is known as a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 rotary. This one actually has a fertilizer added to it. Works just like the one I showed you over here, except that it plants and harvests automatically, and that is only possible through the sensor array that I have down at the bottom down here. Okay, so there's the planting, there's the pickup, and there's the fertilizer. And as you can see, that's where that pickup is where the fertilizer is. And here's where the basic seed storage is. It's right there. Okay. Now, the tier 2 version of this farm would be everything you see here without the fertilizer. Pretty much that's what it is. So it'll only be 2 chests instead of 3, and only 2 pumps instead of 3. Okay. Everything else would be the same. Now, the one we just left is the one which is over here. This is known as a actual tier farm, and the reason why I actually call it a tier farm is because it has 2 different levels to it. Okay, and it's just like the one I showed y'all in the last video when I did the raid. Okay, So those are three different type of farm systems that I've showed you guys that you guys can build and use to make your life much easier as you're going through the game in survival. Okay? So, and that's the general overview, guys, of what I wanted to show you guys. So now let's get into some nitty gritty about some of these farm systems, because I want you guys to understand this and what's going on, particularly with this particular farm right here. As you can see, this is sitting over here. This was up here coming across as it was like it is over here. This is not my fault. This is to follow the game, to follow some programming or something, and it actually might happen right now while I'm standing here, because it did it the other day when I was on for a little short period, just to come up here and check to see where I was and see if I had any raids going. For some odd reason, this particular farm suffers a severe fault, not in its performance, anything that I've built, but I think in the orientation that I built it. The game likes it, but it doesn't, and it'll freak out every once in a while, where this whole section right here will just burst. These pistons will just actuate. I haven't touched it. I won't do anything. They'll just actuate, and this whole thing will become crooked, meaning I got to reset almost the entire. I almost got to sometimes almost rebuild the entire frame just to get this from being stuck inside of here. Y'all seen how scrap mechanic is, where you got this clipping issue where things that get clipped through each other. This is what happens in there. Imagine this whole thing getting entangled up inside this concrete. That's why I had to get rid of this to get that out of there, because it happened to me one time I was on here. It's just this farm that it does it with. It doesn't do it with the rotaries, and any of the rotaries at all that I built, it doesn't do it with it all. It never had a problem with those doing that freak out. It's only this particular farm, and I got videos that actually document this. So I want to let you guys know that if you're going to build a farm, this particular tier farm that I have right here, it is going to explode on you. There's nothing I can do about that. I'll try everything I can to try to solve it. It is something that is going on with Axelot's programming in the background. The only solution to solve this is what I did at the other one I just left, where I would have to double up on this area right there. Meaning I would have to put a double layer up there to keep the whole contraption from clipping through itself. It won't clip through itself here, but if it gets in this area right here, it'll clip right through these thin beams that I got pulled. So I just want to let you guys know that, and let you guys see exactly some of my frustrations with the game, and because I've got so much time with it, and I've seen and experienced just about every fault that can possibly be imagined. Okay, and some of these things have still not been addressed or fixed to this day, and they cause game-breaking issues. Aside of that everything works absolutely wonderfully when it does. Okay, so this is the farm pot, guys. Now, here's a treat about this place. That's really, really cool. I can fire, well, the way I got it right now is I can fire all the rotaries at one time with just this button. So I don't have to do anything but hit this button and get those all in sync at one time. And all I got to do is run this one over here and get that one in sync with all of them as well. This one will be much slower because it's got a much bigger area to cover. And also as well, I also have the timer system over here on this one that I'll talk to you guys about in an earlier video. Now, it's actually known as an incremental water timer. What I talked about in the earlier videos is that there's some serious stuff and some serious levels to growing food here. The lower tier of your food, the quicker it'll grow. Okay, so the higher tier you get. So right here, I got pineapples. Okay, so when I plant pineapples here, what'll happen is once I water them, over time, these things suck up a lot of water, and you'll see the water will be gone. If you plant a pineapple in a safe location, okay, and then water it, and then come back in, say, about 15 to 20 minutes, most of the water is going to be gone. And this thing will almost be grown, and it will not grow, it will not ripen unless you continue to water it. This goes with all of the crops, including the low-level ones. They just don't take up water as much because they're smaller plants. Okay, so sometimes what you want to do is you want to incrementally water your crops in order to keep them going. It's almost like fertilizing without using fertilizer. okay, because you're continuing to keep the soil watered and supple, so the plant can continue to take in what it needs. I wish they had some kind of sunlight system that would greenhouse effect, a greenhouse system in here that way it could, like, the sunlight could also affect the growth pattern of that. That would be pretty cool as well. Okay, so little stuff like that, man. So what the timer system does is, if I hit this button right here, it'll start the system, but it'll also start the timer. And right here, I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 minutes. Okay, each of these is set on 60 seconds. So 10-minute in between 10-minute intervals, this thing will fire automatically and do a watering cycle. Now, here's the key. The key is that I have to make sure that the seeding process is off and or the fertilizer's off, because I don't want to waste that. So if I start off with the timer and I got fertilizer and I plant and everything, if the timer system is running, then what you want to do is you want to cut off your seeds and your fertilizer. Now, the way I got it set up, the logic set up is that it locks the seeds. I can keep this on, and it'll lock the seeds from planting once the timer fires the system, okay, and hold it there. But I have to turn off the fertilizer because I haven't set it up that way. So you want to do that if you got an incremental watering system. Remember, you just want the water. You don't want to do planting over stuff that you already got planted there. All you want to do is keep the watering going. Or you can do it manually by just watching the soil, see how much it dries out, and then do a watering cycle manually that way if you want to do that. You can even do that with the manual farms if you have to. If you like the manual farms I showed you, the base one. If you come and look at the base one, you can do the same thing. You plant something there, and you got extra water buckets and everything. You continue to keep those done. Now, it's like I said, it's hard to throw water on these crops and everything. And you can actually sit and test this, like right now, and watch these. Even just the water sitting on top of these empty plots, you can just watch the water as it starts to evaporate. Okay, and then hit the button, re-water it, and watch the soil be reconstituted, and that'll help the plants grow. So those are some basic little tidbits, guys, that I wanted to share with you based off the farms that we all went through. And this is every single farm that I've showed you. I got one more farm that I haven't built. It was something in my doing my learning of how to build these things in the correct way. It's another farm that I'll share with you guys in the next video. Okay, and it'll be a short share. Okay. Now, actually, I won't do the next video. I'll do it in a special video at another time when I maybe revisit this area. I'll come show you guys that extra farm. It's real simple. And pretty much what it is, guys, it's pretty much this farm right here without the pumps and any kind of chest. It's just basically a bunch of water pumps going across, and you put that on a repeater, or like what I got over here. You put that on a no gate type system like this, a no bit, and just run it, and just let the plots water. And then you have to harvest them and everything. It wouldn't be automatic. Okay, every system I got up here is automatic to the T, all the way to the hill. They're automatic. So there you go, guys. Just wanted to give you guys an overview and show you guys what was going on. Oh, I'll show you some little cool little things I got going on with this one right here. I got this little retractable area. I can hit this button. It goes up like that. Goes down like this. This is the off and on switch. Yeah, watch this. If you look real close, I'll zoom in. The way I got this little thing. You know, you turn your showers on. You gotta turn it a couple of times like that. So I was trying to mimic that turning of it on. So that's off, and that's on. There we go. So yeah, guys. So there you go. So a couple of small things. That's about all I got for up this place. The lights and the pathway, and that's about it, guys. So listen, thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it, man. You guys sitting here watching my videos and seeing the stuff that I'm building, man. I hope y'all guys are enjoying the cool stuff that I'm trying to build, man. I hope the stuff that I'm building is cool and interesting to you guys. And like I said, I'm going to work on doing some videos on how to actually build these systems from start to finish. That way you guys can actually see what kind of process there is in getting those things done. Now, for my next video, we're going to go ahead and since like I said, I've been so late for you guys, the next video what we're going to do, guys, we're going to go cover the some vehicles. Okay, as you can see, I'm sitting in one right now. As y'all probably seen, I got a few. I built a lot. Okay, this game is listen. The game is a lot of fun. Like I said, I talk a lot of crap about it, but the game is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the building mechanics in this game. No other game has a system where you can build this intricately with stuff. I'm pretty sure like some other games do, but just the way and the styling of this game and everything, it's just got it's going to be around for a long time, even with some of the hiccups it's got because of just its individual styling and just the way it looks is beautiful. So the next one we're going to do, guys, we're going to cover my vehicles, and then show you we're going to pretty much going to be covering how to gather materials and how to kind of build some of these trucks in order to get your raw resources. Okay, some things are easy, some things are not as easy to do, and we're going to teach you guys how to build vehicles that can do dual purpose functions instead of having a whole array of vehicles for individual things. It's ways to do that, but you gotta be creative and you gotta be patient and take your time and experiment with what the game gives you. So anyway, love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys take care. Much love.